Nonprofits form one of the largest backbones of social capital in the US. But how do they turn one-time charitable donations into recurring revenue and sustain long-term engagement with their donors? Research suggests that finding answers to these questions may not be as straightforward as you might first think. Only half of donors return to make a recurring payment from one year to the next. We are setting out to solve this retention issue. Enter Volunshare, the one-stop shop for increased donor charity engagement. Our interactive mobile app aims to streamline payment automation, event management, and community networking, so charities can better solicit and communicate with their supporters. These features slot in nicely with market surveys, which have validated the effectiveness of doing, communicating, and giving, and improving donor engagement. On the whole, our mission is to support the nonprofits that support us all, from connecting pools of volunteers to increasing donor retention rates. Let's take a look at a graphic prototype of Volunshare to get a feel for the user flow. After loading up the mobile app, an interactive Discover feed appears, with information on charities and filters respective to different causes. If we decide to support a charity, a pop-up window allows us to customize how much money we would like to pledge. Then, after processing the payment, we are given access to a member-exclusive portal. Community admins can even post events for us to sign up for as a volunteer or attendee. On the next tab, imagine that an organization wants to poll some of their closest supporters about a workshop they are test running. This functionality is quick and responsive. We can also receive behind-the-scenes updates about how money pledged is making a direct impact over time. And if we get curious about who else is in our network of supporters, the app is rounded out by a comprehensive and customizable profile system with features such as private messaging. Alternative fundraising platforms in the mobile app market lack an emphasis on sustained relationship building between donors. They are also bogged down by pricey membership structures, which preclude small nonprofits from signing up affordably. Unlike its competitors, however, Volunshare incentivizes long-term engagement and helps charities expand their donor base over time. This component represents our company's defining competitive edge. Our business model is situated squarely in the competitive landscape, with a 3% platform fee taken as a cut from donations received, and an additional 2.9% charged by the payment processor, which could be Stripe or PayPal. Some of our closest competitors have platform rates that well exceed the 4% marker, positioning Volunshare as a cost-effective alternative. Because nonprofits are paying us on a fee basis that scales proportional to the volume of donations received, we are able to support small and large-scale organizations indiscriminately and service a wider prospective customer base. We will also ensure that this pricing model is communicated transparently and candidly to customers, as reflected by our marketing strategy and app design. Factoring in demographic research about the size and tendencies of charitable giving in the US, our total addressable market is approximately $4.3 billion. Assuming a user base initially focused in the Boulder area, our serviceable obtainable market, in turn, is $2.8 million, which we hope will expand as we penetrate other markets outside of Boulder. Now is one of the best times to invest in the nonprofit sector. 2021 marks the 6th consecutive year of growth when it comes to charitable donations. And better yet, online giving has grown by 12.1% over the past year. This number is projected to keep climbing as online payment becomes more ubiquitous. To receive buy-in from charities, we plan on holding workshops along the Front Range, where we can work with customers to oversee our app's rollout and provide free training on how organizations can expand their digital presence. Our marketing strategy will revolve around partnerships with nonprofits that leverage tapping into pre-existing donor networks built out by organizations. Confining our initial outreach to the Boulder area will also help us attract pools of donors that are shared between nonprofits, expediting the registration of users onto our platform. Guided by this approach, our vision is to sign up 15 organizations by the end of 2021. Then, we plan to double that number before next summer. Our next step forward in the development roadmap is converting our graphic prototype into a functional app powered by React Native. When it comes time for release, we'll use your funding to host the platform on AWS. Throughout the process, we anticipate optimizing the UX for donors to be an initial hurdle and hope to prioritize customer feedback as much as we can to address that. We have already conducted interviews and surveys with nonprofits around the Boulder area and are interested in hosting blind testing sessions at local libraries. Volunshare is led by a team of undergrads at CU Boulder and Harvard, with experience interning at employers all the way from NASA to SAP and Intel. Carrying the vision of simplified donor charity engagement to fruition, we hope to apply our skills at the intersection of nonprofit partnership management and mobile app design. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We're excited to answer any questions you may have.